seems like a lot of us here do love animals. I mean, who can't love these adorable little guys? They're good companions and they're fun to look at. Whether it's at home, in a zoo, or in the wild, animals definitely bring a lot of happiness to our lives. Also, there are a lot of good things we can learn from the animal kingdom, and heroism is one of them. There have been many times in which animals have put their lives at risk for the sake of others that are completely different to them. And today we're going to be looking at some of the most unbelievable animals that saved other animals. You'll be surprised to see the animals in action, rescuing others in ways that even a human would never be able to do. Make sure you see which act of heroism is at the top of our list, because these animal heroes will surely shock you. Number 10. The Bear and the Crow. Bears are fluffy and cute, when you look at them from afar at least, but in reality they are quite majestic and intimidating as well. If you remember well, they're some of the biggest animals on land and they can be quite threatening if you were to find them in the wild. Not only will they steal your food, but they can make a meal out of you if they decided to. So how can one of them become a hero to a dying bird? I mean, look at them, they're so big and birds are so little they might as well be a snack to these things. That's something that I can't explain, but it happened in the Budapest Zoo, and here is the video of this rescue in which a bear helped a crow after finding the bird in the water, very close to drowning, mind you. For a moment it seemed like the bear was desperate to get its claws on the poor crow and take advantage of it. However, once the bird was out, the bear was back to whatever he was doing and the bird was able to live. Guess it just goes to show you that some bears can actually be big old teddy bears. Number 9. The Dolphin and the Whale. Whales beaching themselves seems to be quite common. While the situation is a mystery to us humans, we're always eager to help them out and send them back to the ocean when we see a problem like that, and if we're able to. This is exactly what happened in New Zealand when a whale beached itself and a group of people came to the rescue, pushing the big animal back into the water. However, their efforts did seem to have little effect as the whale kept coming back to shore. The humans were ready to give up when a famous dolphin came over to offer some help. The dolphin communicated with the whale and the animal quickly followed. It seemed like the whale went from being stressed and scared to hopeful and confident in just a matter of seconds. Funny enough, despite the efforts of so many humans, all the whale needed was another aquatic friend to tell him what to do. Number 8. The Rottweiler that saved a smaller dog. Okay, a dog saving another dog doesn't seem that impressive or unbelievable at first. After all, they're mostly the same species. It may sound common enough, but wait until you hear this story. It was early one morning in a suburban neighborhood when a small dog's owner stepped away from their little dog Trixie, not knowing that a coyote was ready to prey on their small pet. It took only a few seconds for the coyote to attack Trixie and start carrying the little dog away. Luckily for Trixie though, the neighbor's Rottweiler heard the noise and immediately came to the rescue of his fellow canine friend. He jumped on the coyote, which gave Trixie a chance to escape. The Rottweiler, being so protective and territorial, made sure to chase the coyote far away from the property. I'm sure this coyote didn't come back for a second time. Number 7. The Orangutan and the Chicken. And once again another bird was drowning. This time it was a chicken and its hero, an orangutan. You can't expect anything less from these intelligent primates. However, being such a big animal in comparison to the small chick, it took the orangutan some work to get the bird to safety. After a first attempt, the chicken was back again in the water, but the orangutan didn't just give up. All it took was for the orangutan to put a leaf right in front of the bird so it could latch onto it. The orangutan then placed the bird on the grass and gently stroked it. This act does show heroism, but it also shows the ape's complex intelligence and caring nature. It must have been great to witness this act, and I hope that bird and that orangutan are still friends. Number 6. The Monkey that saved another monkey. Sometimes our friends from the animal kingdoms find themselves in danger due to the actions of human beings. In all honesty, life would be so much easier for them if we didn't interfere in their natural habitats. A little monkey on this list in particular found himself in trouble after hanging out around a railroad and getting electrocuted. He got knocked out cold and helpless, but luckily another monkey was nearby and quickly came to help out. He spent 20 minutes trying to save him and bring his friend back to consciousness. He tried all sorts of techniques to revive the lifeless monkey, which is quite impressive, because it even looked as if he was performing CPR. All the efforts paid off and the monkey came back to life. All the spectators gave a standing ovation to such a heroic act, and once again, a primate shows us how smart they can be. Number 5. The Lion and the Baby Calf. We all know lions are intimidating and we probably would want to stay away from them, especially if they're hungry. However, this baby calf doesn't seem to be aware of how dangerous its companion is. In fact, it seems like they're both having fun. The lion is playing and even caressing its skin. But then there's this other lion who knows what he wants. He's hungry and has its eyes set on its prey. That's when this calf realizes that not all lions are fun and playful, but he's got nothing to worry about. The friendly lion quickly defends him from the threat and makes the other lion step back and away. It seems like being friends with lions really pays off. Way to go, baby calf. Number 4. The donkeys and the sheep. Sheep are very kind, sociable, and to some extent can be quite helpless animals. For that reason, farmers have used dogs and other aggressive animals to protect them from predators that might be out there. However, some farmers in Australia have come to learn that some of the best protectors of sheep are the donkeys. Yeah, that's right actually, another animal that's underestimated. In the farms, the sheep have been victims of attacks by wild dogs, a cross of domestic dogs and dingoes that has increased pretty badly in the last couple of years. In fact, some farmers are reporting losses of about 1,000 sheep. But thankfully, they don't have to worry anymore as long as they got their donkeys with them. These animals are ready to jump and kick any wild dogs that want to mess with their sheep companions. I guess this teaches us to never underestimate the potential of any animal, no matter how strange it might seem. Number 3. The whale and the seal. And here's another whale in our list. This time the whale is the hero. It all started when a seal got stuck on a floating piece of ice in the middle of some hungry killer whales. The whales were swimming close to each other, creating waves to tip the ice and make the seal fall into the water to probably eat it. Of course, maybe just play with it first and beat it up and then eat it. Killer whales are kind of jerks, actually. But suddenly, 2 humpback whales showed up and the seal was able to step on the back of one of them right before being devoured by these killer whales. The humpback whale even used one of its flippers to keep the seal balanced as this one started to slide back into the water. Humpbacks and killer whales are always competing against each other. It's known that the killer whales are always preying on the calves of humpback whales, so these ones have to attack back and defend themselves. However, this is a rare occasion in which the humpback whales came to the rescue to an animal that's from a different species than their own. That seal must have been very thankful, and those killer whales must have justly been peeved off. Now it's time for the day's best pick. Today we've seen the animal kingdom giving us pairs of animals helping each other in ways we would have never imagined. The picture I have for you today is of a deer right on top of a crocodile. What's happening here? Who's helping who? Are they helping each other at all? Is the crocodile helping the deer get to the other side of the river, or is it just saving it for later? Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but in reality, the deer is in a great amount of danger here. However, these two animals are part of one of the best scenes given to us by nature. Number 2. Hippo saves deer from a crocodile. Deers and crocodiles are very likely to come face to face with one another. Sooner or later, the deer get thirsty, so they have to find a body of water to help themselves out. But getting water is not an easy or safe task when a crocodile is nearby. That is the case of this unlucky deer who was just hanging out by the river when a crocodile came to disrupt its peace. The helpless deer immediately looked for a way out, but surviving seemed pretty impossible. The crocodile was of course a faster swimmer than the deer. The deer's fate changed when a helpful hippo came by and scared the croc away. I'm not sure if the hippo was being nice and helpful or just territorial. After all, even though they both can be on land or water, hippos and crocodiles don't get along very well. So maybe this hippo was just scaring the crocodile away and helped another animal while it was at it. One thing is for sure, this deer was very lucky that that hippo was there.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
Number 1. The baboon helping an impala. If you paid attention to this video, you've learned that primates are a recurrent theme on this list. After all, they're very similar to humans, and it comes as no surprise that the way they help fellow animals is quite similar to the ways that we would help one another. You saw the orangutan helping the chicken, the monkey helping another monkey, and now for the last pick of the day, we have a baboon saving an impala. A very strange moment that happened in the Kruger National Park in South Africa. Impalas, as you might guess, are a common prey to cheetahs. Although it can be a painful and intense moment to witness, this scene is quite popular in the African savanna. However, it's not common to see another animal get in the way and give impalas a chance to escape. One day, this impala was peacefully feeding itself without knowing that it was being watched by a cheetah, the fastest animal on Earth. The cheetah, being hungry for fresh meat, went for the impala's neck, and the helpless animal got dragged away by its predator. But that all changed when nearby baboons started a commotion and scared the cheetah away. While the baboons are not as fast as the cheetah, they are scary and intimidating enough to make the cheetah go and stay away from them. This gave a chance for the impala to stand up and go, and just like that, the baboon saved the day for the little impala. Pretty heroic, don't you think? Which one of these is the most interesting and touching acts of heroism? Have you ever witnessed an animal helping out another animal? Let us know in the comment section down below. All that said, that's our video for the day, and I will see you all next time. Later, everybody.